Dumb piece of shit thing, guys. As fast as a fucking make it fly fucking existence. It's so fucking retarded. Do not ever get this dumbass thing, which I did not actually purchase. I got a different one, a better one, and you know what? Somebody took it while I was in fucking California. And I don't know why they would choose my favorite thing in the world, my weed eater, dude. But whatever, I'm grateful. They actually meant to take my chainsaw too. And I think my son actually showed up and he literally threw their shit out the fucking window. Shit. Reminds me of my brother. I remember one time my brother did that. He showed up in my house and he wanted some people out too. See, we Danas, we don't fuck around, I guess. My brother straight does the same damn shit. He don't want you here. I guess they just throw your shit out the window, so I'm sorry if that happens to you. I have nothing to fucking do with that shit. But yeah, right there out the window, everything. Found a bunch of shit too. They try to jack, like lotions and all that. Right? Actually, here's one right here. There's like another one too somewhere. Yeah, it's funny how you like can't figure out who the fuck was jacking what to. Obviously, if somebody said I threw their shit out the fucking window and you see your lotions down there on the bottom part of the property, I figure out pretty quickly which one of the fuckers did what. And honestly, you know what's fucked? It was my fucking. It was the one I said that could actually stay here. Piece of shit. Alright, I guess we'll do a read if you want to. I was hoping to weed it longer, but whatever. We've been putting some flower pots up, and that's the rhubarb bush. It's freaking ginormous. Did some raking, my umbrella blew off the fucking damn stupid table. Guess we can go try to grab that. I don't even know how heavy that is. Not gonna lie. Sometimes I start this thing on fire right here, and it's obvious here that I'm gonna burn something down, so I put it out, but in my mind, I wish that I could keep burning it. Oh my gosh, this is humongous. That's my deck. Deckity deck. If you're wondering why I have the body I do, it's because I have to weed eat every day. Happily. If you guys want a nice body, I would just say rake, weed eat, and talk shit. Punch the punching bag or somebody, I mean. But if you're gonna be punching people, you better be getting away with that shit. I did not go to that event last night. I did not end up going. I totally just didn't even end up going. I'm such a jerk. I always get excited to do something and I don't do it. That's probably better though. I swear. Come on, guys. I swear. Yeah, every time I try to get gazebo or anything around here, the wind, I don't even know how it happens. It's like, throws it off the deck every time. Sometimes I'll even place it in between the shop and the house. It don't matter. I could place Jesus on top of it and he could swear to God that he would hold it down. Still blow away. He'd be over there trying to figure out what the good excuse would be. I'd be like, bullshit, motherfucker, I told you. Dear sweet Jesus. It's my neighborhood. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Oh wow, Angie finally has her fence put back up again. So the brown fence down there, that's Angie. She looks a lot like Miss Trunchbull. She goes crazy on day 3 or so of drinking. She'll try to fight anybody in the neighborhood, me in particular. Sometimes she'll knock on that door right over there, hella wasted. And she actually tries to accuse Hazel of coming over there and beating her up. I doubt it, bitch, but you're about to get thrown off the deck if you don't get the fuck out of here now. And she won't leave. And I'm telling you, she looks like full-blown Miss Trunchbull. Now, normally you might think, am I worried? No, I don't know why it is, but barbarian women try to fight me all the time. And they've never won. Feeling pretty confident. Sometimes she takes her own hands, she rips her own damn fence down, and I'm shitting you, that brown one. Which, that's fence number 2. Obviously, the green one was the first one. I used to believe her dogs jumped over the fence, but then I actually saw her throw her dog over the fence. So she'll rip her own board down about day 3 or 4 of drinking. She's like a freaking wildebeest. She gets a lot of different spaces in between there. It could be like a human can get in, an elephant can get through, and even a 4x4 can get through. It just depends on how she's feeling. And she'll look you dead ass in the eye and throw her dogs over, and they'll come over and try to attack us. It's awesome. Then she actually calls the police and says that we did it to her. It's my fucking life story. So, let me see. This one, he's cool. This piece of land over here, actually, my realtor sold me. We actually walked through it together, and we were going to build a treehouse or something out there. Come to find out, dude, what do you see right there? Property fucking line sticks. So I call her up, bro. I said, what's good, dude? I think they're making like some kind of property line thing. She's like, oh no, it's definitely your property. Long story short, it's not my property. They made a mistake and it's that guy's property. But I try to find the pro in every con, and I just tell myself I don't have to weed eat out there. But that guy's really actually nice. He bought the house like a year after I did, and he actually cut down professionally 5 of these trees out here, which is great. You probably know that's probably about $4 or $5 grand, and it was pretty cool to watch. But two of these trees have already fallen on my place. One here, I actually rebuilt the deck myself right there, and another one over there on the other corner of the house. Now, what's interesting about the trees when they fall is they're hollow on the inside, and they're black as fuck, almost like they've caught fire or like a lightning bolt has struck. So I guess they can be green on the outside, but on the inside, termites live there. So this particular tree over in that direction was actually earwig infested. And this one, I'm not sure what was in it because it was here fallen before I even moved in. I'm the second homeowner. I made sure to get a house that was not that old. For why? I didn't want to have a ghost in here. What do? I pick a house that a woman died in. Fuck yeah. How do I know that? This bitch. Straight ahead. When I first moved in, she had a rocking chair out there, dude. She has long, stringy white hair, thin as hell, creepy, and she had a fucking bird. So they just rock and stare right at me. Sometimes they walk up here and talk. She's the one who talks about every other neighbor in the neighborhood. Down there, that's Keith. He's pretty much the only one that's my age. He's gonna get married to whoever drives that car, and I actually agree with it. They're really cute together. He's really like picky about everything and eats weird shit like chicken Marcella. And she actually sits there and actually sits in a chair and reads a book and waits for him to do everything that he's doing patiently. So that's cute, you know. Baseball boys and chicken Marcella boys need people that read books and are patient. I think everybody deserves somebody who's patient and reads a book. She's pretty adorable. She's anybody's, I don't know. I haven't seen her do anything wrong, to be honest. Damn it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually really, really, really happy for them. A secret about the neighbor that you don't know is that he's never had true love before. He ended up getting the bartender pregnant, and then she didn't even like him. So he cried and cried and cried, and then he met this chick, and he's truly in love for the very first time. I'm actually really happy for him. These couple, they're really nice. And like I said, they paid for professionals to chop the trees down, so I know that these couples... Oh shit, Helen is fucking an OG. So this is Helen and her husband. I like Helen. I don't know how she feels about me today, because my friend that was staying here, her friends and her, I don't even know. The pit bulls got out and they went to the fence, and the whole dogs, got in this big old fence fight and blah, blah. You can tell she's making a badass greenhouse. This couple is a powerhouse, fucking power couple. When I first moved in, their house looked pretty icky. Behind these new walls, that you see, this house looks pretty nice, right? That behind these walls, it was so ugly as fuck. And I don't know if they actually take off what's ugly as fuck behind the walls, or if they just actually get new siding and make it look pretty. But it's pretty impressive to see what they're doing back there. This couple is married, and they do everything together. They plan everything out. They built that shop, they sided the house, they're doing events, and I can see that they actually look like they're getting some kind of black tarp, as you can see over here on this far end. I'll show you. Since the pit bulls actually tried to attack their dog, they're just really investy that you could tell they immediately handled it. Look at, they're putting in the dark. So I already know that's probably from the pit bulls running over there and starting a fight. Either way, that's what I love about my neighbors. This couple is really inspirational because they don't ever start another project with, you can see them basically like begin projects. And they do things a lot together on the weekends. And so they work hard, and you just basically see them invest into new different projects, and they literally like complete projects, and they are married, and they're really responsible. If there's ever any evacuations, like they got a hot tub and shit, they did the deck. So it's really fun to live in a neighborhood where everybody's a couple around me. They keep me safe. I even, like, sometimes I'm sleeping through like fire evacuations and shit. And one time I even saw Helen. I didn't know it was Helen. I thought it was some dude. But I was like, Helen, this dude on my surveillance camera, this motherfucker was in my yard. And she was like, that was me. The neighborhood was being evacuated for a fire, and we were basically trying to wake you up and save your life. But my neighbors are so responsible that even with they recorded helicopters flying by and everything, and I know that they'll still surround my yard and protect me from anything that would happen. So hopefully you guys live in a neighborhood that's like that too. Everybody's really sweet around here, and like I said, pretty much the only one that's not married. That bitch ain't married. Her son lives with her. And sometimes I feel like maybe her ex came back and lived with her. And then maybe her fucking niece and her nephew and fucking 20 other people. But whatever, to each their own. Pretty much is like my mom and my brother. So, I don't know. The only thing that sucks about people that live together like that is that you guys never end up getting with anybody yourselves. The mom and brother just live together and then you guys never end up in relationships. This neighbor over here, she's a bitch. I don't like her anymore because she was rude to this neighborhood. And that neighbor up there is really nice. So if you be rude to her, you're a bitch to me. Hazel, are you coming in? Me? I've been here for 7 years and they probably hate it. Every day I just do things that Tara does and they always ask me if I can basically be quiet. The old ladies are pretty like snooty. Actually, there's only a couple snooty ones. But everybody's really nice around here. They're really responsible. Sometimes they call the police on me and they say that I'm polluting the neighborhood with smoke. It might be true. They actually told me that if I fucking get one more complaint, they're not even gonna stop by. They said they're just gonna put a ticket in the mail for me. That's messed up. Actually, I'm pretty infamous for getting the fire truck over here, usually annually. It doesn't really matter where I live in Spokane, because I was raised on a farm, so bro, for one, we just have bonfires anywhere we feel like it. So actually, I really didn't know that you couldn't like burn pretty much like most places around here. Another thing I didn't know, you know what's fucked? Dudes, I've never really lived in a city before. One time on the 4th of July, everybody say, yeah, let's go out to Medical Lake where you can light off some fireworks. I said, yeah, we can let them off. They're like, yeah. And so fuck yeah, dude. I'm sitting there in the parking lot. We got like 55 fucking fireworks. You know, I'm about to straight get down like James Brown, bitch. And I literally see the cops roll in. And I turn around and I'm the only one with like 500 fucking fireworks. Looks like I'm having some arson party. Luckily, they only gave me a warning, told me you can't actually light them off. But too bad for fireworks becoming illegal for the most part. Hopefully, you guys can have a good 4th of July this year. And that's like one of the best holidays in the world. So I guess we could do a little read, but I really want to read it the most. Today's kind of rainy, and I swear I like feel like slightly rearranging the house a little bit, but I actually threw the couches off the deck and threw them away. So I'm gonna rearrange tables. I actually threw all of the furniture out, and I just don't want anybody. I feel like weird about energy. I just like, you know what? People be sitting on that shit. I don't even want it no more. And honestly, nobody was using the upstairs living room, so I said, I fucking chucked it off the deck, bro. And I don't necessarily regret it, but I was like, what the fuck do you have in your house? I have tables, and that's it. I have a chair, but one chair does not decorate a room. So I guess what we can do is I do have salon stuff. I pretty much don't. I used to set up a salon in here all the time, but I'm not gonna lie. I pretty much just like don't care about doing hair that much anymore. I've been doing it for 14 years, but I'm not gonna lie. I have a shit ton of shit, and it would be probably a better idea to just put it upstairs in the upstairs. So we have wax station. I did give my daughter Miley all the nails and the acrylic set. Which she loves. She's really good. My daughter Miley is extremely talented. She can do any type of like henna, she's going to be an outstanding tattoo artist if she feels like it. But she actually likes to do acrylic now too. So I brought her this whole huge fucking tower ass professional acrylic thing, gel nails, everything you could think of possible. And she's so fast at it, dude. She just has a real fucking keen, touch for any type of art like that. She could draw so fucking good. She can sit there and draw like tattoo looking things with pins on her arm. So I'm gonna get her like a badass henna kit. The kids are not actually using henna. They actually are sneaking around and doing tattoos in the bathroom behind the scenes. So I don't know if you guys were somebody that did that shit. But yeah, they got little piercings. I guess we all kind of do that shit when we're younger. But yeah, the girls are actually doing henna tattoos and bold nose rings and shit like that. So Miley's more of a belly button ring, so that's good for me. I don't mind the belly button ring. I'm not really big into the bull nose and the fucking shit, all that crap. I did not agree to the bull nose ring. My kids like try to play me, bro. I don't like the bull nose ring, dude. I just wanted a little cute diamond stud. That's what I agreed to, but they don't listen. So you guys have a lot of shower of blessings coming, but what do you know? Financial manipulation and selfish. Bro, I don't know. I see that you guys actually return to whoever the fuck honestly it drives you crazy because we have the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands is a specific energy unless you do by chance just make a new connection out of nowhere, but I don't really think so. I think that honestly what this almost seems like happens is some of you guys get out there and about and you do your own thing. Says that you guys have some mutual energy right off top. So, mutual energy, I imagine, followed by financial manipulation and selfish, is probably just honestly, if we were even just to go back to the last read, maybe you guys are experiencing the real feeling of breakup. So if you guys are somebody that's going through the breakup and you just get your apartment and you finally get settled in, the one thing that's going to happen that you don't expect is it's going to sink down and hit you. You may think that the worst was probably figuring out how to get the money, or maybe moving everything into the place, or maybe even saying goodbye. But actually, sometimes the worst part for everybody is actually the moment when you're all done and you have nothing to do all of a sudden, and you're sitting there and you take this deep breath and you realize you're fucking alone. And it's the small stuff that actually makes you miss somebody, actually. And you realize that. Maybe you miss the smell of dinner, the coffee in the morning, the good morning babies. So that's what's going to come next for you guys. And this person also, one of you two is going to struggle financially and be trying to hit the other one up for money or guilt. I see that somebody returns pretty quickly back and says, pretty much, I just heard, the first thing I heard was, I got my own shit to pay, or, basically this person, in my opinion, it goes really quick, like, they pretty much maybe call you or hit you up, they try to sound cute and sweet for 1 second, and then basically it sounds like somebody returns it with a nope, and this person gets pissed fast. So I feel like that's a pretty common reaction that you've experienced from them multiple times in the past, and so that just kind of reminds you of exactly why the fuck you left. They may try to tell you you're selfish, that you don't care, and actually, you are just an individual today. And it's taking you everything to not just be with this person, but say goodbye. It's the last thing that you wanted, but somebody goes back on your efforts. You didn't move out, and you didn't work this hard, and honestly, you're not in a place where you can honestly offer anybody type of, loan or financial help. For some of you, you even don't have any money at all to offer, and you're being honest. This person doesn't spend their money, it doesn't seem like, on bills anyway. So it sounds like whatever they need is personal needs. This person, you could have asked if they would be willing to maybe stop by and help deep clean the place so you could get your deposit back, I'm hearing. For some of you who moved out of a place, or you just needed this person to maybe help sanitize something or clean something for you, and I don't feel like they did. I feel like when you needed them, which is a big reason why you said easily nope, they just always have a reason why the fuck they're too busy to do something. And this person basically has lazy energy. That was a big issue where you didn't want to be with them too. You don't want somebody that's lazy. This person seems almost like they go out on the weekends a little bit. And that's maybe what they want the money for, so I'd watch that. I would say if you feel that like this person, you have to give something to this person if you feel the need to, or you have extra to do. I would allow this person to send you whatever they need paid, and you do it directly for yourself. You do not need to send this person cash, because you know why? This person is not your problem, and honestly, they're going and using this to go and be somebody that can receive attention from another person that, honestly, I don't think you want to pay for it. They are literally going and using whatever cash or whatever you give them to actually go and engage with people that they're trying to actually look cute in front of and shit. So why are you paying for that? They'll say whatever they want, but that's their bullshit. You can do whatever you want if you want to a couple times, because sometimes we will. But if you have somebody who honestly is not spending their money on things to be responsible, then what was the point of leaving them and sending them cash now? I just feel like this person spends money like at some kind of a casino or bar. I guess it could be some kind of beauty service of some sort, but basically this person doesn't seem like it's clicking in that their responsibility needs to fucking upgrade. Like, this person doesn't seem like they're learning anything. They almost seem like that freedom now. And you're gonna, like, what they're gonna do is turn around and say, you're not in charge of them here soon. But they're gonna call you every time they need money. And maybe that's how you actually are telling them, I haven't heard from you, don't you know why are you hitting me up, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what they've been doing. So I'm glad that you're recognizing that. I see that you're actually telling them no. Some of you guys are starting to cross your arms, but I do see that you actually still put this person first. You haven't actually slept with other people yet. Yeah, you have a lover's card though. So some of you may actually end up sleeping with somebody else real soon. And it looks like you're going to probably cry. I don't know if you guys have ever slept with somebody after a big breakup and you cry, but that's kind of what the vibe it looks like here. You go to the Eight of Swords right after, and it goes to Lovers. So you got 3 people instantly in your energy. So it looks like, honestly, it just really doesn't do what you wanted it to do for you. So those are going to be things that happen. You're going to test it, and you're going to see if you are ready to do it with somebody or not. And most of you guys are going to end up realize that just like any other time, doing it is really just not worth it. It's not really that great, and we don't feel amazing. It's not like the movies, and it doesn't take the pain away. So I feel like you're going to learn very, very quickly for where you are. You're not going to end up doing more than one thing, maybe once or twice if you even do it twice. I only say twice because I don't even want to place a number of times you do things, but I have a feeling you're such a smart person that you're not going to do stupid shit more than once. So things are going to move very quickly for you, but that also means that you're going to have to endure the pain and the reality and accept things also at a very quick pace. So basically that just means that pretty much every time you turn around, you're going to feel a rejected feeling because you're going to feel like everything's getting blocked, and it really just is. It's just saying that basically if you were to think about if you were plugging holes that were stabbed in a ship like the Titanic, then block would be good. You don't have water flowing in anymore into your ship, So block could be a good thing if you think of it as a good thing. You guys have worked really hard to get where you are, and basically it's not that you're being blocked, it's that you're becoming very, very wise, and you are blocking things by choice. You don't want that. You can do whatever you want. You're a free person. You have the capability and the finances, and honestly, you could literally put whatever donations you want in whatever direction. So you're not really being blocked. You're making wise choices and you're moving forward. You're cutting things out of your life. Most of these things probably that you're coming out of your life are probably this other person's energy, things that they enjoyed. You may be hearing from other people that know this person. I'm hearing somebody's friends keep calling you and asking how things are going between you and this person. And you don't even like these people, I don't feel like. You just really wish that people would just stop calling and leaving you alone. I would start blocking the numbers if you need to as they call, or at least put them on restrict if you want. I feel like they're also trying to call and gather information for this other person to see what you know. I feel like this person has friends that are broke, and they think it's like a funny little giggly thing to like maybe hit you up in a session, like, hey, how are you doing? And every time that somebody hits you up, I just feel like it's actually the beginning conversation to something that they're really about to ask you. It's never really because they're just calling to talk. And you may have noticed that too. Maybe you just kept feeling like everybody that was calling you from them in that group, honestly, always at the end of the session, would ask for a favor or something to borrow or maybe a ride or something. It was always about money. You have true love coming here fast. And justice and hangman. But you're going to have a test. You're going to have to be tested because your other person's going to come back into your energy and try to do it with you. They're also going to offer you something that is not true. They have Page of Cups energy, a Page of Wands in the reverse. So the reverse wands concerns me because you do get true love. And you do feel a connection. But then justice comes in and honestly, hangman, it's like you don't know what to do with it. You're used to the abuse at this point from this person. You may have really great sex with this other person, but they're very selfish and they don't care. I almost feel like some of you are going to get caught up in an energy where you do both people at the same time. Not like an actual threesome, but my concern here is though, you like this other person, it seems like still a lot more. You have so many great things. Ace of Cups here. Yeah, I already could feel it. I knew it. You have heartbreak. So it's okay. So this is completely normal. Yeah, and obsessed and walking away. So the first relationship that you run into, I want to warn you, if you haven't found it already, it's coming up as true love and Ace of Cups. So it's saying that if you rush into it or you accept this offer, basically you're not going to end up being over your other person, and you could even end up sleeping with them. Which I want to tell you, don't be too hard on yourself. It's completely normal to sleep with our exes, at least usually a couple times in my opinion. And some of you guys actually don't prefer a new person. You would rather stay with somebody that you've previously been with so you don't add somebody to your thing. So it's okay in our group to do whatever you do. I never judge. I have every type of person you could possibly think of. And I love each and every one of you. And everything that we all go through is completely, it's okay. So I want you to know that you're actually going through like the exact process you need to. So it looks like you're going to actually come across somebody though that I want to tell you is very, 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 very good for you. Ace of Cups and true love is coming up. So what I want you to do if you feel a connection with somebody that's new is keep them in your energy, but I want you to not sleep with them because you could fuck up your true love. If you have this person in your energy, you'll probably feel the same feelings that you felt right before you slept with them. Basically, it's just giving you ahead of the game time. And some of you guys, if you didn't get this message, you would fuck somebody. But right after you sleep with this person, you feel this wonderful connection. You're like, oh my gosh. But the next day, for some reason, it's like you go from wanting to brag about it to almost rub it in this other person's face. And so you're basically just like being born to just chill out. You still have vengeance energy, and that's completely normal too, depending on what sign you are. So basically, you're going to be learning through this process your own, like kind of your own behaviors. You're going to be, if you need to grab a journal, do whatever you need to do, but start paying attention to your cravings and what time of day you miss this person. And if there was anything in particular that made you miss this person, was it around dinner time? Was it when you woke up in the morning? Was it when you're horny? And I want you to actually find common denominators for why you feel like you love each person. Actually, if you can, go back in time and see if you could do this with a previous ex, a couple of them if you can. 3 is a really good number to do. If you can go and just find common denominators and all the similar things and anything and start doing that chart thing, you will actually do this with everything your whole life, and you will end up pretty much being able to find anything and everything that needs to go by. So if you want to elevate, you basically have to start understanding what problems are there. And so in this chapter, I see that you're going to have a problem with sleeping with them. If it helps you to not sleep with somebody, do keep in mind that basically when you have a sexual energy exchange, you pretty much drain out about 50 to 70% of your own personal energy, and you take on the same amount of theirs. So let's just say you left this person because they are toxic as fuck, they talk down to you, they're super pessimistic, but like maybe they're an amazing person to sleep with in the bedroom. But that doesn't mean anything when it's the energy that you're taking on. So Edward and me had pretty good sex, to be honest, but he was definitely my karmic lover. And he was so fucking negative, dude. I swear to God, dude, he is every day, he's literally to this day one of the most negative persons I've ever met in my life. And as I've learned more and more about energy, I just thought, holy shit, bro, it's beyond fucking Edward. I don't want his energy in me at all. And I want you to just think of it like that. It's simple. You gotta think, do I want 60% of this motherfucker's energy literally inside of me? No, that's like the flu, bro. It's like the COVID. So it's up to you if you want to exchange, but some of you guys are feeling beyond ill when you're done seeing this person every time. And you'll fight. You'll go through a few rounds and you'll drop some tears and shit. And, usually what happens is one person says, no, I'm not coming and don't come by my house. This is my friend's house. Stay the fuck away from here. It's disrespectful for you to show up. Or you guys will just sneak each other in and out of these new people's houses, disrespect your new people that have let you guys stay there in a breakup, and pretty much end up back together or not together and just off and on and just ridiculous shit. But what in the moment I want to tell you from experience, if you have somebody straight tell you, no, you're not coming over here, don't come over here, don't disrespect this house, basically be stern as fuck with you, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. It's going to feel offensive to you. It's going to feel like, fuck you, bitch, I never said that to you or whatever, but that's actually a good thing. That shows that you guys have forward movement coming. You guys will, as much as it sucks to be honest with you guys, one of you is going to make sure that you don't get back together. And that's very important. You guys are not breaking up for no fucking reason. You'll find that person more than likely is going to be even worse and worse as time goes on. And that's not something that you can save them from. So they're going to be firm with you and stern with you, and they're actually going to just push you slowly but surely out of their life. Do not sleep with anybody new because the next person right up, I believe, is true love for you. So you don't get any freebies in between. If you need to put somebody on the back burner that you feel like you have feelings for, do that. And if you feel like you need to bone somebody around that, do that. But don't commit to nobody. And I don't even know for sure you can bone somebody around your true love because you get true love right next to it's the Ace of Cups. So I'm not sure where that will be for you. We'll take a little peek in a second because I'm just wondering if you can handle all that kind of love. It's interesting because you've been waiting for this your whole fucking life, but it comes right after you have to break up with the person you wanted it from. So sometimes you'll feel pretty fucking disgusted seeing it come in from a different direction. It's like you waited this whole damn time to get it from this person, so the last thing you want to fucking see is somebody from the right fucking come in and bring you exactly what the fuck you wanted from the left. It's just super unattractive, and so that may be why you need to hold off on this person right here. I'm not so sure that after what just happened to you in general, you're going to end up taking this new opportunity. But you do got to watch yourself because you almost have villain blood and you seem like you get pissed off. You guys have an interesting thing because you guys actually been waiting for this to happen the whole damn time. So you guys might be. You reminded me of that dude that goes head to head with Spider-Man on that little flatboard thingy. You like seem like you have something to fucking finally say, and it just might hit you, you know. So just watch that. You go from being a sweetheart and offering your whole heart out and your love out to honestly kind of being an asshole after this. So don't take your love away from the persons that deserve you. If you need to take a little time to do that, but during that time, don't start to hate people because some of you guys actually are, maybe you're stopping believing in people. And I don't want that for you. Because, yeah, there is mostly evil people out there. But if you keep seeing it for what it is, then you won't have hope. Basically, you know what? It is true. There's about as many evil people out there as there's zombie in the Black Ops game. So, however often you have to shoot them zombies in the game and how fast they keep coming, that is the truth of the matter. But that's why we need you. There's not enough of us to keep my guys out. Sometimes it can seem like there's no point because there's just not enough help. But honestly, if everybody just gave up, then there wouldn't be any help. So, you can do whatever you feel like doing. You can relax if you feel like you need to. But if you're somebody who works for God and you're supposed to be doing what God told you to do, then if you become pessimistic and you just don't do your work, then you don't get just away with that. God's not gonna just decide that you just not go to work. That's basically like no showing. So your duty is gonna be probably whoever you are. They're gonna be a big inspiration to men or women out there who go through breakups and have to actually figure out how to do it on your own as a single parent. That seems like your message. It's gonna be hard for you at first, but you're one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life, and you're actually moving a lot faster than you think. I'm so bored of here by myself. It was my fault, but I blamed you. At least you're finally fucking admitted that. And that actually comes under the Emperor card. So some of you guys have issues with your father or your mother. They don't admit to you that they actually could even be financially manipulating you for some of you. But basically, some of you guys have a hard time just with your parent that really just made things difficult for you. And so that's where you guys accept this type of stuff from your lovers. You know, you need to heal from whatever parent actually hurt your feelings so that you can manifest better lovers. Some of you used to go to church and you haven't been to church in a little bit. And there's some stuff that you do have to do, and it could require a lot of hard work. So there's a path that actually you are aware of that you need to go down, and you actually just like, you might say like, oh, well, I'll do this today instead of that just because it's a little bit easier. So whatever path that you're avoiding, you're being told to actually start now. So you will know what that is. It's a hard path. So if this is walking away from a lover, then that's that. If this is beginning a business or something that's personal, you know, as far as your career goes or whatever it is, or even as a conversation for some of you. Some of you guys need to have a conversation with somebody and you're afraid of what they're going to say about it. It could literally be that you're going to be moving away. Some of you guys are thinking about changing career paths, and maybe you were doing what you were doing because somebody that you loved in your family wanted you to do that, and you haven't been happy doing it for a minute. Some of you guys are going to be making some big decisions here. Saying to look to your higher power for the answer, so now you have me wondering what you're going to make. So you're going to be selfless, and generators is here. So some of you guys are thinking about inventing something. You could be into like some kind of a engineer, building, stuff like that. You are a chosen one. Divine potential, let love be your guide. You're in uncord relationships. You find inspiration. You have a lot of good cards. Good. Your person just barely, comes in and out here and there. But for the most part, you start to make bank. You become your own hero. For some of you, you start to work on machinery. You could be somebody who just builds things in general. You like to work on any type of craft. It does say engineering or something like that, but it says that out of nowhere, here and there, you guys hear from your ex, and that they do try a little teensy bit to, get in your energy, and you just basically remind them that it was very difficult for you when you were together, and you just redirect them every single time back away from you. So you're being very strong in this chapter. You don't seem to be engaging in relationships, and it does make you weak. You have a broken heart here, it's not easy for you at all. You're your own hero, you've decided. You just treat your body now like sacred grounds, and you just don't let anybody near you. And you do remember love is key. You're trying really hard to do that. Some of you had to leave a job, honestly, and start something new. You had to do your shadow work. You had to go to treatment for some of you. Some of you even found out that the kid that you were raising wasn't even yours. This person now wants to play obsessed with you. I feel like some of you guys just walk away from somebody, honestly, at this point that you just, people probably even in therapy told you need to walk away from. Basically, nobody that I know in your life doesn't feel like you guys should even be together is what I feel like. And so you just start to make those decisions. You might travel. This person may try to fucking feel like they have to go with you. You could have had a ticket with somebody at one point. You're somebody who's very happy, though. You're going to travel and go see a friend for some of you guys, and it'll take it off your mind. That's crazy. Schizo in the reverse. Okay. We're just talking about that shit. Drive safe, though. And overall health. So they're just going to, this person's going to try to deny that they have issues all of a sudden. This person's going through a lot right now. All of a sudden, they want to bring that on you, but you're going to find somebody new in your life, and you're going to actually fall in love for the first time. It's not going to be hard for you. Some of you guys may unfortunately experience your parent passing. If you haven't already, that's something that you're dealing with. But you have a very bright future. Some of them left you a huge inheritance so that you can invest into things. You may, for some of you, have a beautiful daughter or son in the future. You're just going to tell them to pick your battles, you know what I mean? You're just picking your battles with this person. This person is just learning how to honestly be more independent themselves. And even if it's frustrating for this person to come in and out of your energy, just know that you guys were best friends. And this person has always relied on you for everything. And it's not that they're basically still trying to use you or anything like that. It's just that you guys were honestly best friends overall. And so it takes a minute, honestly, to stop hitting each other up and, for everything. I did it with Zeke, too. And I think it's just normal. And you guys did have some hard times, but try to just remember that you guys went through a lot together. It's time for you to receive pleasure from another person so that you can and turn down. Yeah, I think you're going to turn down your ex. Don't receive pleasure from that person. You are actually somebody who really values your guys' sacred grounds in your body and your soul. Some of you guys have actually, you're very wise because you've lived past lives and you almost remember some of those things. You just feel like you outsmart people. Exactly, deception in the reverse. You can see right through people's bullshit. So you're elevating right now, but wherever you are, you're actually alone on this journey. You haven't actually met anybody that's smart, and you don't have anybody like that around you in your life. You may even be the smartest person that you know, but you're activating right now. I think you're doing everything right. Honestly, you're such a smart group, and I'm really proud of you. So keep up the great work, babe. I love you.